I'm talking to Ghost of SDC. I'm having this conversation as a fan, so don't mind my blush moments, that kind of thing. So, but I've seen a lot of Show Dem Camp interviews and everything. It's always tech, So I'm happy. I want to hear Ghost. I want to hear your perspective and your point of view.
That's how it's supposed to work. But yeah, you got me, man.
I want to ask about you guys as a team, because it seems like you guys have built something. You're built to last.
I appreciate that. As well, thanks for having me. Tech and I have been guys for a long time. As in the first year of university, we met is through a rap battle. I swear. But even before that, after becoming friends, we found out that there's some old pictures that this girl I used to date, and in her house, there's an old picture of us at her birthday. I think she was like 10 or something, and it was me, her, and some other people, and Tech and I were the same picture. So we've known each other for a long time, our families and everything, but we linked up in university and we became friends. Even in university, I was rapping solo, and Tech and I battled. We had the same rap name, Golden Shower. And we've been close ever since. I moved to the States for a little bit. He moved to Amsterdam. He was working there. I was going to university in the States and then moved back to England, doing some stuff there, working there. And then we kept on vibing music off each other, getting music off each other, because we did some stuff in London. In fact, our first mixtape was, wow, can't even remember. It was this guy called Soulful Spider, 21 track tape. And we've been doing music together since then. And everybody that we used to rap with just slowly started falling off. Like, not falling off like skill wise, but just like doing other stuff in life. And we were the last two remaining. So we're like, you know what, let's keep it going, let's link up. So we had a team, we were Loose Cannons, Third Eye Renegades, and now we're Show Dem Camp.
It's like there's a curse on collective and groups in Nigeria, especially hip hop. You do your 5-year run and everybody just falls out.
It can be seen. I don't think it can be seen as a curse, but also like that natural progressions for things.
Yeah.
Some things are meant to last, some things are not. And luckily, like for Tech and I, like with the music, we've been able to keep it.
Okay. I really started like vibing with SDC heavy when that single dropped, Feel Alright. And from that moment, you guys became OGs like real early. Like I'm telling you, from that moment, it kind of just seemed like you guys were like the kings of like like the captains of a ship off like maybe two or three albums at the point.
Well, to be honest with you, yeah, I mean, it kind of feels that way sometimes because we've been doing this for a very long time, even from before we were doing it in Nigeria together. We've been doing it together. Then we stopped, started doing other stuff. But with the Feel Alright record, that actually was off the back of a trip we had when we went to Ghana. We took a trip out to Ghana. It was very refreshing. Had some experiences, met some cool people, Fucking Boys, Efia, Panji, a lot of people. I can't remember his name. A lot of people that we met out there that gave us love. And so Efia was really cool with us, and she sent us a beat tape, which my guy, call him Coffee Loke, he had on his tape, and he was listening to it. And then the instrumental for Feel Alright was on there, and he sent it to Wale, to Tech, and he was like, "Yo, this track is mad, man. You guys should do something to it." So Tech listened to it. And he was like, "Yeah, it's cool." Like he asked Efia who it was, and it was Jules. It was a Jules tape.
Yeah.
Tech was in England at the time. Recorded it, and I can't remember how we linked up with Bodge, because I know he knew TZ from way back, and like they live in the same estate and stuff. So that link with Bodge was there. But Bodge came into the studio, apparently heard it, dropped the hook, and then he sent it to me when I was in Nigeria. Bro, we were like, man, this is something. It's a cool track, and it just felt free, because normally we're like really hardcore hip hop heads, wanting to bust bars, wanting to tell people about the life we're living and the struggle we're going through. But that was really refreshing to just be like free and be able to just vibe. So that was a shift in energy for us.
Mad. That from that record on, it was just different. And I started like I started getting, you know, I'm talking as a fan, I started getting like, palm wine music, Clone Wars. Palm wine music too. You get like
Yeah.
and I feel like on the palm wine releases, I don't know, I might be wrong, but it seemed like you guys were more playful. It was more like, more of that indigenous sound, sort of like that led the vibe of those tapes or albums. Now, um the Alte movement. I don't know if it was like you guys started it or whatever, but the way it looked was kind of like you guys were the nucleus of it.
What I would say is that I don't know about starting it. I'm not going to take credit for that, but we did definitely. I think we did pioneer a lot of stuff, but we were working with a lot of people. Like we met Falana before, way before Palm Wine, um, Palm Wine Records came out. But we did this joint EP, um, the collective, and it had Timmy Dolphis, had
Yeah.
Fumbi, and actually that Fumbi was on the second one. The first one had Poe, and I think with in terms of Alter, like Timmy Dolphis is like the standout, like the picture model of Alter. You understand? I think she was like one of the pioneers of Alter for me. You understand? That's who I would say is a pioneer of Alter movement. You get me? From my understanding of it. But what we did was just like with anything. When people say that you know, people send you tweets and like, listen to our records and stuff like that. What I tend to tell guys who are coming up is that, yo, bro, if your stuff is hot, we will find you. You understand? And with these people, a lot of it is that they've gravitated with the energy we give out, sort of gravitated to a sound and music that has brought all of us together. You understand? At that moment in time, and we just happen to just vibe.
Your vibe attracts your tribe,
Yeah.
sort of thing. Yeah, and I see that, and I see that you guys are still keeping it up till today. Shout out to SDC, sort of like being an umbrella for a lot of artists,
I
and you
appreciate
guys,
that.
I met Fumbi a while ago,
Yeah,
so
man.
it felt like a good fit when
Fumi
I
was
saw.
on Clone Wars 2.
Wow,
You understand? So it was on Clone Wars 2. So that was before Clone Wars 3, that was before
yeah,
Palm Wine Music 1. Yeah.
it's mad. So I want to touch on like content. I have a theory. I don't know if it will hold, but I think music for Nigerians just want to listen to music to escape from their reality. It's different from a lot of other climates where people will listen to music to experience or to just be involved with their reality. Like people are talking about, social, political, like every other thing, that everything they're experiencing, they want that to sort of like correlate with the music, sort of. Good example is someone like Tupac. So with SDC, I see there is no album or tape that you guys have out that doesn't just have the vibe of like, you will relate. You will relate, not because you just want to hear about clubbing and all that is there, but you guys talk about like what the everyday people what we did yesterday. How are they feel this babe, like really, even to the language.
Yeah.
And then you guys talk about mental health. You guys talk about so much things. Like how have you been able to balance, getting people, not sounding like you're trying to lecture them, but
Exactly.
also being relevant.
For an artist, what they get into the game for differs for different artists.
Yeah.
And some people don't necessarily want to put some of their core personal feelings into their music. They might want to just make records that make them feel happy. When they get into the studio, they want to be happy, or they want to talk about heartbreak, or they want to talk about, dancing in the streets. Some people, like, and that doesn't mean they're not layered as a person, it just means that that's the way they want to do their music.
Yeah.
But with myself and Tech, the people who we gravitate to more in terms of musical taste are people like Damian Marley, you know, Nas. I mean, Tech is more Nas and Jay-Z. Okay. Black Thought, Most Def. So
Yeah.
these people have always put in, social content into their music. And as much as we love the clubs, women and drinking and driving and all that stuff, we're also very much aware of our surroundings, and we're also very much aware of people coming up under us, and like we really want to talk about what we go through. And for us, that is content. That is the only way we can do it. We talk about our life. We want to relate to these people, but we don't want to come across as preachy, or we want to like mix it up. We want to have a vibe. We want to let people in and let it be relatable.
My final question.
All right.
Are we going to get some SDC in 2020?
Yeah, we're cooking up.
You're
We're
cooking.
up. We're cooking.
Okay.
Like the COVID has been
Challenging.
it's been a challenge, and also like some sort of inspiration.
And as a rap head, I hope it's Clone Wars.
You gotta have to wait and see. But you should be able to know from the last one we put out. So
yeah, I have an idea. I have an idea.
It might not be Clone Wars, but it will be.
It'll be. Yeah.
It won't be on like the last vibe.
Okay. Thanks so much. Thanks so much for coming through.
Thanks for having me.